Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel cut jovial figures in Abu Dhabi as they wind down with eyes already on 2018 inches. Sebastian Vettel admitted that in some ways he wished a good-natured press conference was more tense, because that would mean that his world title fight with Lewis Hamilton was still going down to the wire. But as the two joshed with Red Bull's Daniel Ricciardo, Vettel responded to a hugely long-winded question which seemed to ask whether there should be more awards for the drivers and, so, what would they want them to be, and generated raucous laughter when he said, in an allusion to his antics with Hamilton in Baku, "Well, maybe not for me if there was a fair play award." Of course everything is done and dusted and it's only pride that is at stake at the sharp end of F1 here on Sunday afternoon's 20th and final round. But already Hamilton and Vettel are focusing on what promises to be an even more intense fight in 2018 as Mercedes and Ferrari go head-to-head once more when a unique situation will see each driver fighting for a fifth world championship that would bring them level with the legendary Argentine of the 50s, Juan Manuel Fangio. F1 2018 Grid 30 show all F1 2018 Grid 130 Mercedes Getty 230 confirmed, Lewis Hamilton Getty 330 confirmed, Valtteri Bottas Getty 430 Ferrari Getty 530 confirmed, Sebastian Vettel Getty 630 confirmed, Kimi Räikkönen Getty 730 Red Bull Getty 830 confirmed, Daniel Ricciardo Getty 930 confirmed, Max Verstappen Getty 1030 Force India Getty 1130 confirmed, Sergio Perez Getty 1230 confirmed, Esteban Ocon Getty 1330 Williams Getty 1430 confirmed, Lance Stroll Getty 1530 in contention, Daniel Kvyat Robert Kubica Paul di Resta to Getty 1630 Toro Rosso Getty 1730 in contention, Brendan Hartley Getty 1830 in contention, Pierre Gasly Getty 1930 Renault Getty 2030 confirmed, Nico Hülkenberg Getty 2130 confirmed, Carlos Sainz Getty 2230 Haas Getty 2330 confirmed, Kevin Magnussen Getty 2430 confirmed, Romain Grosjean Getty 2530 McLaren Getty 2630 confirmed, Fernando Alonso Getty 2730 confirmed, Stoffel van Dorn Getty 2830 Sauber Getty 2930 in contention, Charles Leclerc Getty 3030 in contention, Antonio Giovinazzi Marcus Ericsson Pascal Wehrle in Getty. Certainly we will never match him in how successful he was in such a short space of time, Vettel admitted, referring to his 24 victories in 51 races between the inauguration of the World Championship in 1950, and his retirement in July 1958. Back then racing was different. The cars were not that reliable and he still managed to be successful. He was the best we've ever had in terms of putting it all together and skill. Read more. Vettel wins in Brazil as Hamilton's charge ends in fourth. It was the most dangerous period of time in motorsport, Hamilton said. I feel honored to be so close to such a great sporting icon. He should be celebrated more for his success. Has not mentioned a huge amount. He's kind of the godfather of the sport for the drivers. Hamilton has spoken many times of how the external battle with Ferrari has energized a Mercedes team often wrought apart by the intra-team fight between himself and Nico Rosberg since 2014, and made it clear that he expects Ferrari to come out fighting from the moment the red lights go out in Albert Park in March next year. Whatever weaknesses Sebastian had this year, he'll work on those over the winter. No one's perfect, even I have things to work on. He's going to raise the bar next year and he'll have to as well, otherwise things won't be the same. Ferrari had a very, very good season. Half the season they were in the lead and that wasn't down to luck. Red Bull is also going to be there with us next year. Hamilton, Vettel and Ricciardo conducted a jovial press conference on Thursday, AFP. With 62 victories currently, Hamilton is the most likely contender to close on Michael Schumacher's all-time win record of 91 and 7 titles, but admits that while he is not interested in records, he does always want to be 2 steps ahead of the rest. I've always wanted to move forward. If there has been one thing that has been foremost on my mind, it is this urge to always try and stay ahead of the game. It's about raising the bar every time, whether I am training or whether I am in the car or understanding the technology or dealing with people that I am working with. I have always want to be ahead of everyone. I am already cued on what I am doing and what I have to do, and what I need to do, he said. I am always ahead of myself. My focus always is, how can I understand things better than any other driver? At this point, and even though there is still one more race left, I am already into the next year as I try to understand what is going to be and how things are going to happen in the new season. With the title in the bag, it'll only be pride at stake on Sunday, AFP. Hamilton has already broken Schumacher's record for pole positions, with 72, and front row starts, but added, I never look at that. I don't know why, and it's kind of cool when people mention it to you. But that's not my goal simply because that doesn't define who you are. I think it's just how you work, the work ethics you follow and push forward each day while doing something new that defines who you are. I've now won 4 championships and I want to win another one next year. That's the immediate aim. And odd though it might sound, that continues here after starting 2 weeks ago in Brazil, as Mercedes continue to try different things planned for their 2018 car. Vettel, meanwhile, continued his light-hearted mood when he said that if Ferrari could improve at the same rate that they did coming into 2017's new era of wider cars with bigger tires and more downforce, winning his 4th title would be a walk in the park. Hamilton is predicting a closer race in 2018, AFP. That final step is always the hardest, he added. But the team is ready and fired up. We made the biggest step of all. We lost out as the season progressed. In the end we weren't good enough to take it to the last race, but there is so much potential still. It happened to be Hamilton who said, for me, I am already halfway into the next season thinking about what I need to do and how I need to do it and get a 5th world title. But it could have been either of them. 2017 isn't even finished yet, but already it's history for both of them. More about Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel.